Namaste yogis, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maria, and thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be walking you through a yoga flow for anxiety. This is a great flow to come back to whenever you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed or stressed. A lot of these techniques and movements have helped me whenever I'm feeling anxious. They help me ground and balance myself and come back to myself as well. And so I hope they do the same for you. To start, you can begin seated on your mat or on the floor, just anywhere you have space, legs crossed, or you can be on your knees like I am. Hands resting gently on your knees or thighs, and close your eyes. Start to observe your breath. Don't change anything about it. Just notice how the inhales feel when you inhale in through your nose. Exhale in whatever way feels comfortable. You can even sigh it out here. And just observe your breath. Are the inhales longer than the exhales? Is your breathing deep or shallow? Soften the shoulders, the jaw, the forehead. Imagine every inhale washing over you like a gentle wave, and every exhale carries negative emotions and thoughts away from you. When you're ready, open your eyes. And we're going to move into some alternate nostril breathing. To start, you can bring your pointer finger to that space between your eyebrows and use it as an anchor. You're going to use your thumb and either your ring finger or your pinky to cover one nostril at a time, and I'll walk you through that. So inhale in and out through the nose. Plug your right nostril with your right thumb and inhale in through the left nostril. Hold the breath, plug the left nostril with your left ring finger or pinky, and open up the right nostril. Exhale the breath. Pause at the end, and inhale in. And switch, plug the right nostril, let go of the left nostril. Exhale the breath through the left nostril. Pause at the end, and inhale in through the left. Cover the left nostril and open the right, and exhale. Close your eyes here if you haven't already. Inhale in through the right, pause, open the left nostril, and exhale through the left. Inhale in through the left, pause, open the right, and exhale. Inhale through the right, pause, open the left nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, open the right, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril, pause, plug the right nostril, open the left nostril, and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, pause, cover up the left, open the right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, pause, open up the left nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left, pause, cover up the left, open the right, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, pause, plug the right nostril, open the left nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left, cover up the left, open the right, And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right nostril, open the left nostril. And exhale through the left. Cover up the left, open the right. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Pause, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Plug the right nostril, open the left nostril. Exhale through the left. And you can come back to those breathing techniques whenever you'd like. But to get started on our yoga flow, you're going to come onto your hands and knees. And you're going to bring the toes to touch, knees apart or knees together, whatever feels more comfortable. Send your hips back towards your heels. Rest your forehead gently on the ground, coming into child's pose. Inhale, breathe deep into the low belly. Exhale, send your hips closer to your heels. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Right hand comes on top of the left. Your hips shift a little to the right, stretching through the right side of the body. Inhale, feel that side body stretch like an accordion. And back to center. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Left hand stacks on top of the right. Shift your hips slightly to the left. Inhale, widen your left side so you feel that stretch. And hands back to center. You can roll your forehead here on the mat to get a nice little massage. And we're going to push up to all fours. We're going to start with some cat-cows. So lift the chin, lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale, round the chin, hollow out your belly, pull your belly button up into your spine. Inhale, lift the chin, tuck the shoulder blades back, drop the belly. Exhale, hollow out the abs, pull your navel back. Inhale, gaze up, lift the chin. Exhale, round your back like a Halloween cat. Inhale, gaze up, shoulders away from the ears, lift the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift your right arm high to the sky, and then thread it through the left arm. Right ear, right shoulder touch the mat, hips directly above your knees. You can extend your left arm out to the front of the mat. Option to walk your left fingertips to the right corner of the mat for an added stretch. And push back up to center. Inhale, lift your left arm high to the sky and then thread it through your right arm. Left ear, left shoulder come to the ground. Right arm extends towards the front of the mat. Option to walk your fingertips over to the left corner of your mat. And push yourself back up to all fours. You're going to walk your hands forward, coming on to your elbows, and drop your forehead until you feel a stretch in your shoulders, coming into puppy pose. Hips directly above your knees. Push into the tops of your feet. Relax the forehead on the ground and melt your heart towards the mat. On your next inhale, you're going to look up slightly and glide your heart and chest through your arms toward the front of the room, lowering your hips to the ground and coming into Sphinx Pose. So your belly's touching the ground, shoulders stacked directly above your elbows. Lift your chest, push into the tops of your feet, push into the mat with your hips, rotate your inner thighs inward. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, drop the forehead to the mat. Move your hands to stack underneath your shoulders. Your elbows are tucked in line with your ribs. And we're going to inhale, lift the chest for baby cobra. Push into the tops of the feet. And exhale, lower your head to the mat. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And exhale, forehead touches the ground. You're going to push back up to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips coming into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. Feet are hip width apart. Hips lengthen upward. Ears by your arms, biceps. Ground down through all 10 knuckles, push into the mat. Bend your knees deeply here and start to walk your feet up to the top of the mat slowly. Feet are hip width apart. Exhale, bend over your knees, bend the knees. Drop the head, coming into forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands come onto your shins, half lift, flat back. And exhale, release, fold over your legs again, coming into forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle the arms out, around and up, coming up into upward salute. Bring the palms to touch and bring your hands to the center of your heart. Drop your arms, release your arms, palms face the front of the room. Inhale, and exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Ground down through all 10 toes and all 4 corners of your feet. Feet are hip width apart. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Stack your heart over your hips and your head over your heart. Close the eyes. Returning to your breath here in Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your palms to touch and bring them to heart center again. You're going to lift your right leg up slightly. Lift your knee. Flex your toes back, and we're going to stay here finding our balance. When you're ready, cross your right leg over your left leg, and you can stay here, or you can wrap your toes around a second time. Bring your arms up and bring your your left arm under and over your right. Palms come to touch if possible. If not, the backs of your hands is also an option here. Inhale, lift the chest. Strong eagle pose. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Bring the knee back up, untangle. Keep your balance here. And slowly send your right heel and your right leg back towards the back of the mat, coming into warrior 3. Your legs are your right leg is parallel to the floor. Release your arms. Step your right foot back into high lunge. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, coming into a W with your arms, Cactus Pose. Rotate your foot so that your back toes are facing the side of the mat and your front toes are facing the front of the mat. Coming into Warrior Two. And your front heel intersects your back arch. Bend your left knee. Your left knee tracks directly over your left ankle. Make sure that you can still see your big toe. And bring your arms parallel to the floor. Staying grounded here, ground down through that back foot. Press into all four corners of each of your feet. Bring your elbow to your left knee and extend your right arm towards the front of the room, ears by your biceps. Take a few deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, release your hands to the ground. Bring your toes back, and we're going to move through a vinyasa here. So rock forward on your toes, lower halfway down, flip onto the tops of your feet, push up, coming into upward facing dog, and exhale, lift the hips, bend the knees, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here again. Bend the knees. Extend the heels toward the ground. Press down through your knuckles. Press down through your pointer finger, knuckle, and thumb. Ears are by your biceps or by your upper arms. And on your next exhale, you're going to walk your feet forward, bringing the feet to meet the backs of the hands. Bend over your legs. Inhale, hands to thighs, flat back, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, fold over the legs. Inhale, circle the arms out, around, and up as you come to stand. Palms together and bring them down to heart center. Return to your breath here. Inhale, lift the crown of the head towards the sky. Exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Lift your left leg off the ground this time. Thighs parallel to the floor. Flex your left toes back, finding some balance here. Woo! Bring your left leg over and wrapping around your right leg. You can just cross it over once, or you can wrap it over again. And then bring your right arm underneath and around your left arm. Backs of hands touch, or option to bring the palms to touch. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, sink the hips a little lower. Untangle your feet, coming back up to this position with your leg lifted. Then slowly bring your left leg back into Warrior Three. Left leg parallel to the floor. Woo. Hip points even with one another. Let go of your arms here and step your left foot down, coming into high lunge. Lift the arms. And exhale, release cactus arms or a W. You're going to shift and pivot on your back foot, bringing your backside of the foot parallel to the mat, and your front heel intersects your back arch. Lift the arms parallel to the floor. Knee is directly above the ankle. Make sure you can still see your big toe from here. Ground down through that back foot. Press down evenly through all four corners of your feet. And gaze toward the front of your fingertips. Bring your right elbow to your right knee. Extend the left arm towards the front of the room. Ears by your biceps. Stay strong here. And release your hands to frame your front foot. Bring your foot to meet your left foot. And release, coming into downward facing dog. Lift the hips, bend the knees, ears by your biceps. Push into the ground. Your biceps rotate outward towards the sides of the room, and your elbows rotate towards the front of the room. Big breath in, fill your low belly, and exhale, pull your navel back into your spine to expel all the air out. One more big breath, and exhale, release your knees to the ground, toes touch, knees together or apart. Bring your forehead to the ground, returning to child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Coming back to your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Notice how you feel from the beginning of class. Notice how your breath has changed. Inhale, soften your belly. Exhale, melt your heart toward the ground. Relax the lips, relax the jaw. And when you're ready, push back up to all fours. You're going to cross your ankles behind your hips, and you're going to rock back into a seated position. Move up onto your mat, and we're going to slowly roll ourselves down to laying flat on our back. Bring both knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees, give them a big hug, and rock a little side to side here. Massaging your back if that feels good. You're going to release your left leg to the ground. Right leg stays tucked, right knee stays tucked into your chest. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, take your right knee over to your left side, coming into a supine twist. Extend your arms out. Option to gaze to your right. Inhale back to center. Bring both knees back to center and extend your right knee to the ground. Inhale, hug your left knee in tight, and exhale, take your left knee over to your right side. Extend your left arm out, and option to gaze over to the left or close the eyes. Inhale back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Bring your knees toward your armpits. Grab onto your ankles and start to lift the feet, bringing the ankles stacked on top of the knees, coming into happy baby pose. You can keep hold of your ankles here or your shins, wherever feels good, or you can bring your hands to touch the outsides of your feet, the outside edges of your feet. Shoulders stay grounded on the ground here. You can rock a little from side to side, but keep that movement small. Opening the hips here. You can bend the knees if you need to pause. Bring the knees in toward the side body, up into the armpits. Stretching out through the hips, opening the hips here. Bring your heels back towards your sits bones and bring your knees to touch. You can lower your feet and we can either end here in Savasana, so you can extend your feet and just lay here, or we can come into legs on the wall, and we're going to bring our sits bones close to the wall. We're going to sit, our left hip is touching the wall, and we're going to lay down and cartwheel our feet up to a wall if you have a wall near you. You can bend your knees a little here, as much as you need to, but mostly just relax the feet. This is a mini inversion, and it helps to calm the nervous system. So this is great to do on its own or at the end of a flow like we're doing right here. Close the eyes, put one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Inhale, breathe deep into the low belly. And exhale to expel all of the air out. Release any tension you still have. Relax the shoulders. Tuck the shoulder blades under your chest. Letting go of any conscious breathing. Inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale in through the nose and out through the nose. Breath. Breath. You can stay here as long as you want. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sending positive light to all beings everywhere. Thank you.